there, and welcome back to another episode of Be Encouraged Moments. We are so glad that you're here.
Yes, as
always. So last week we were talking about the potter, and today we're going to be talking about the pottery. And the reason I wanted to bring this to you is because as Jan was talking last week, I all these things were going through my head while she was talking, and so I was like, I think we have a whole nother episode here that we need to talk about. So, we talked about the actual making of pottery and the stretching and, and our Lord's hands, forming us and shaping us into what he wants us to be. So my question is, though, what about the after product? Not about the actual making, but what about the actual pottery? And I'm holding my hands up because I had every intention of bringing an example to you. So I'm going to throw some pictures up here while I'm talking so that you can enjoy some beautiful pottery. Have you ever truly sat and enjoyed the artistry of pottery? I mean, obviously we know how much work goes into it, but the pieces are always so beautiful. The details from the painting, and even if they're not painted, the details to how they get those little ridges and those lines and those bumps, because sometimes those are by design, sometimes they're not, but they look good. I think the details are just so amazing. I love pottery. I have a house full of pottery. I try to make all my dishes that. The imperfections is what makes them beautiful in my mind.
Absolutely.
The fact that no two pieces are the same. I mean, if you really look, they're not. I love going to festivals where they have a lot of these artists who showcase their work, and that's where I get a lot of my pieces. And they'll have sets that they put together, but the sets don't look alike. I mean, they might be the same color because they were painted that way, but the one dinner plate to the next dinner plate is not going to look the same because it's all about the hands-on, the personal touch of making that piece. I think that is such a cool thing, and I think that really drives this whole pottery topic home. They're so different because every piece, from one piece to the next, can bring you something new, can inspire something different, and I think that is very much true about us as well. So if we're making this parallel about God creating us, like a potter creating a piece of pottery, we are the pottery, the afterpiece, and there are imperfections in us, but that's what makes us beautiful. Mm-hmm. Have you ever felt cracked beyond repair, though? Things just can't be fixed in your life, or maybe there's a personality trait that you're trying to overcome. I think that those are all part of who we are, but sometimes that brokenness needs to be fixed.
Yes.
So there's this really cool concept that the Japanese have created. It's an amazing way to repair pottery, and it's called Kintsugi. Kintsugi. I believe is how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Don't hold me to that, though. It's spelled Kintsugi, and I encourage you to go read a little bit about it. It's this Japanese art of repairing pottery uses gold or silver or platinum, all fine metals, to fix the broken areas, thus making the broken part of the art. Yeah. So it's not just throwing the piece out and making a new one. It's taking the piece that already exists and finding a way to add a beautiful piece to it to repair the crack or the brokenness. Just that alone is like, wow. Okay, so I'm going to read a piece here for you. Kintsugi teaches you that your broken places make you stronger and better than ever before. When you think you are broken, you can pick up the pieces, put them back together, and learn to embrace the cracks. Kintsugi teaches you that your broken places make you stronger and better than ever before. Can you think of a point in your life where your brokenness or your cracks helped teach you a lesson that made you stronger and better in the future? If you're dealing with something right now, I encourage you to remember those moments, and that whatever it is you're dealing with right now can be made beautiful, can be made part of who you are. As a philosophy, Kintsugi, it treats breakage and repairs a part of the history of an object. I love that. The history of an object, rather than something to disguise. Your cracks are not something to be ashamed of. Your bumps, your bruises along the way, those aren't things that you need to be ashamed of, but the things that you embrace and let be a part of who make you who you are. I know I've shared my story on here, and you know that I've got some serious bumps in the road. But those things are what made me stronger, that challenged me to go deeper with my relationship with my friends, my family, my Lord, all of those things. I believe that this whole idea of Kintsugi, I know I'm butchering the pronunciation of that every time I say it, but I truly believe that that's what God sees in us. He sees breakage and repair as part of our history. Our cracks and our breaks are what make us who we are. Be encouraged today. We are not made to all be the same. We're made to be us individually. And if we experience some brokenness along the way, God will help repair and make us just as beautiful as we were before. Thank you, as always, for joining us for our Be Encouraged moments.